Hey guys, today I'm going to be sharing with you my fangirl favorites for June 2022. So before I head into all the things that I enjoyed in this particular month, just a quick heads up. Everything that I'm about to talk about, I don't plan on having any type of spoilers. I'm just going to talk very vaguely or generally about some of these things. So yeah, let's get going. And as always, after you watch this video, I always love to hear what you guys got up to every month, things that you enjoyed, whether that's books, movies, television, music, concerts, video games, I don't care what it is, anything that gives you joy every month. Plus, you know, we're in the summer months. Did you go on any good vacations? Anywhere exciting? So yeah, let's get going, guys. I guess just starting off with some movies. Seriously, I have just been trying my hardest to catch up on some movies. I'm very curious if I'm the only one here. Surely I'm not the only one. When was the last time you guys went to a theater? I have not been to a movie theater since February, I believe it was. I believe it was sometime in February. I've not been to a movie since February of 2020, you guys. And the last movie that I saw was like a $1 theater running of Jumanji 2. I seriously have not been to a movie since February of 2020, and I've just been missing so many movies. And you know, because of how 2020 went down and everything, we all know what happened there. Because of how 2020 went down, you know, I spent like a year not going to movies, and it's kind of reached the point that I'm just so lazy about movie going, and that I sit and I wait for movies to come to whatever streaming network, because I have Netflix and Disney Plus and HBO Max and AMC Plus and Peacock and Paramount. You know, I have all of these various different streaming services, and the thing is, all these movies that are coming out are winding up at all these streaming services within just a few months, and it's like, why do I want to go pay all that money for a movie when I'm going to pay very cheaply for it on a streaming service? You know what I mean? So I have just been so lazy with movies, and I'm so far behind, and I've been just throughout this year in general, I've been trying to catch up on a lot of movies, but I'm definitely very curious. Are any of you guys in kind of my same situation, that you've not been to a movie in a very long time? Because I used to be an avid moviegoer, for real, you guys. I used to be an avid moviegoer, like going every single week to movies, and I just don't do that anymore. So yeah, I've been missing a lot of movies. But yes, as far as some movies go that I got caught up with this month, I finally caught up with the Quiet Place movies. Oh my god, I freaking loved these movies, and I think there's a third one coming. The Quiet Place movies, they're set, if you don't know what they're about, they're set in like an alternate universe from ours, where some sort of event has happened, and there's like these weird, creepy looking creatures that are like roaming the earth, and they're killing people. And the thing is, you have to stay like totally silent, because these creatures, they can't see, but they can hear very well, and if you make any sort of noise, just the tiniest little noise, they're gonna come after you, they're gonna kill you. So I have just heard a lot of good things about the Quiet Place movies, that they're kind of like horror movies for people who typically perhaps don't like horror movies, and that's definitely someone like me. I am someone who doesn't typically really like horror movies. I'm very particular about that genre, and I thoroughly loved both A Quiet Place Part 1 and A Quiet Place Part 2. I'm eagerly anticipating a third movie. Hopefully that comes out soon. I just really love the concept of the movies, and kind of the mystery and vagueness of the world building. It's like you don't really need much world building, you know. And what I really like too is the movies are really focused on the family. You know, they are very much focused on the family. They're not so much concerned about really establishing and building out the universe or anything. At its core, it's about the family dynamics going on with this particular family and how they're surviving and functioning with one another, and what they're trying to do without making a sound, because they can't speak or do anything. They have to learn a new form of communication and whatnot. And yeah, the teenage daughter in the family, she's actually deaf. So this family is actually very well prepared for this type of event because they already know sign language, and that's how they're communicating with one another, is through sign language. And yes, something else I loved about these movies, just doing so much with so little. So many movies nowadays rely so heavily on just over crazy with like a CGI budget, and sometimes it's like you know, less is more, you know, and that's definitely what the Quiet Place movies do so well. Less is more, and they do so much with so little, and it's very effective, I think, and definitely gives you a great sense of kind of this isolation and almost a claustrophobia, you know, even though there's wide open spaces, there's still almost this great sense of claustrophobia. But yeah, I think the both Quiet Place movies have such a wonderful sense of isolation and atmosphere and tone and mood and everything. And yeah, I definitely recommend the Quiet Place movies if you're someone who maybe is a little picky about the horror genre, because I think you might be pleasantly surprised with these, because I definitely had a remarkably good time with them. and yeah, they are very quiet movies, let me tell you. If you're sitting there munching some popcorn or munching some food, it's going to be very loud. So yeah, I got around to those movies. Love them. I've also been trying to catch up with some Disney movies that I'm far behind on. I finally got around to Encanto and Turning Red. Loved both of these. Let me tell you about Encanto. I'm glad I finally know why we can't talk about Bruno. The only thing I knew about Encanto going into the movie is the song "We Don't Talk About Bruno." That song is just everywhere. People are obsessed with it. I've seen so many cover versions of that song. That's like the big song that came out of the movie, and that's all I knew about it. So I was just thrilled to watch the movie and find out, why is it that we don't talk about Bruno? I know now. So yeah, I did. I really loved Encanto. It's a movie about a family. They all have special powers, and their house is like magical, but the main girl in it doesn't have powers, and it's really about her journey of kind of like self-acceptance and her family kind of accepting who she is, you know. It's just such a really cute, sweet, charming movie with great music. I really love the music. And then yeah, Turning Red is about a teenage girl who she's going through adolescence, pretty much, you know, all that great stuff that girls have to go through. She's going through all that stuff with female adolescence, and she gets kind of like stressed out and overwhelmed, and hormones are going, and she like turns into a big red panda. And there's like a whole big backstory and lore to the red panda, which I kind of wasn't expecting. I was really pleasantly surprised with Turning Red, because the trailers just weren't doing it for me, and the movie was a lot more deeper than I was expecting it to be, with kind of the themes and messages that were in it, and I really appreciated that. So yeah, those two movies I got around to. I loved both Encanto and Turning Red. Both were really good times. I'm glad I finally got around to those. And then just going quickly through some of the television shows that I've been watching. A couple shows ended this month. The finale. Oh no, you know what? It actually isn't over. I was going to say Stranger Things finale, but there's still actually 2 more episodes of Stranger Things, isn't there? I kind of keep forgetting that, because the final 2 are airing like right at the start of July. But yeah, the almost end of Stranger Things. Really have been loving this season of Stranger Things. I've been loving the extended run times of the episodes. That has not bothered me at all, let me tell you. It just allows me to get, you know, say better, proper farewells to some of these characters that I've been loving and enjoying and whatnot. So yeah, I've been loving Stranger Things so far. Can't wait for the final episodes. There was also the finale, the final season of Peaky Blinders. I got late into Peaky Blinders. I didn't start watching Peaky Blinders until 2020. Once again, things going down in 2020. I didn't have anything else to do, so I spent 2020 catching up on a lot of shows. So yeah, Peaky Blinders was definitely one of those shows that I caught up on back in 2020, so I've been eagerly anticipating the final season of Peaky Blinders. That was a really great final season, and boy oh boy, what an ending. That's all I'm gonna say. I want to talk about the ending of Peaky Blinders so bad. Seriously, if there is anybody who has seen Peaky Blinders, please talk to me about that ending, because it blew my mind. And then guys, just to give you a heads up of some reviews that I plan on doing for some TV shows over the next few months, in July, definitely stay tuned for some reviews of the Essex Serpent and season 2 of Gentleman Jack and the Time Traveler's Wife. And then sometime in August, I'll definitely be doing a review of Becoming Elizabeth, about the young Elizabeth I. You guys, that show started this month, and I have been thoroughly enjoying Becoming Elizabeth. But yeah, that's just kind of a quick thing of some future TV reviews that I'm going to be doing. Like I said, Essex Serpent, season 2 of Gentleman Jack, Time Traveler's Wife, and then Becoming Elizabeth once all that ends. So yeah, stay tuned. In July and August, I'm definitely excited to talk about those in further detail. So you guys, that's pretty much it for everything that I watched or consumed, however, this month. And as always, like I said, I love to hear what you guys got up to in any particular month. It doesn't matter what it is, anything that you're happy about, that gives you joy, any sort of hobby. Hey, like I said, if you're going on any vacations, let me know, because I love knowing about where people travel to, because I wish I could like travel more. I wish I wasn't afraid of planes. I am so terrified of planes and like boats. Like, I don't even want to get in an airplane. I don't even want to get on a cruise. I don't know how I'm ever going to go to Europe, because I would love to travel to Europe sometime in my life, but I don't know how that's going to happen with me being terrified of boats and planes. Alas. So yeah, you guys, that's it for this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and if you like this video, you may like these other videos. Bye guys.